Hello children, so I hope you are all fine. So I am going to take the subject science. So today we are going to see about a very simple topic, that is about plants. So you know what is a plant is. You have seen a plant. If you turn around and see in your houses you may grow plants, or in roadsides you may see plants. So plants are everywhere. So it is not a new thing to see. So it is a very common thing. So today we are going to learn about those plants and their parts in detail. The extra information that you don't know, I am going to tell about. So now I am going to start the lesson. So today our topic is getting to know about the plants. Getting to know the plants. Okay, so we are going to know about the plants. First of all, before that we will see the parts of the plant. What are the parts involved in the plant? So this is the diagram of a plant, you can see. So here you know how to draw a plant. So I have drawn a stem. A stem will be present. Then the leaves are present on both the sides. Then the flower will be present and the fruit will be present in the plant. So after that you can see small buds. So that bud only later on will grow into a fruit, then into a flower. So it is the starting stage of the fruit and the flower. So here you can see the apical bud. Apical bud. So apical bud means it will be present on the topmost. If a plant is present, it will be on the topmost edge. So that is what is called as apical bud. So here another bud is present, that is the axillary bud. So since it is present in the sides, so that is why it is called as axillary buds. So what are the parts you saw? The apical bud, the fruit, flowers, axillary bud, leaf, stem, and finally the roots. So roots, what they do? They will be under the ground. When we see a plant, we cannot see them. So it will be hidden inside the ground. So those are the roots. So these roots, what they will do? When we water the plant, they will absorb the water and they will fix the plant to the ground. So that only makes the plant to stand straight. Stem also the same thing. It will give balance to the entire plant and it will be conducting all the nutrients through the stem only. So imagine stem is like a tube. So what happens when water is being passed from here? It will just go on like that and it will get passed through all the leaves. So stem is like a tube. It will transport all the elements to various parts. So leaf, what they do? So you know photosynthesis. Sunlight will fall on the leaf and the chlorophyll will make food for the plant. So that only is an energy for the plant. Then the bud will, I already told you, bud means it will later on grow into a fruit, then flower. Then flowers, what they will do? Flower we can wear it, or it will look beautiful for the appearance of the flower. Pollination, what happens? Sometimes reproduction also may happen in these plants. Then fruit, you know, we can eat the fruit. It will give seeds so that a new plant can be produced. So those are the uses of fruits. Then apical bud. So these are the general parts of a plant. If you take a plant, means these are the things involved in it. So I have taken a twig. For example, so imagine this as a plant. You don't have a root since I took it from a tree. So the leaves are present on all the sides, and here you can see the bud. So this is an axillary bud. So this is a model of a plant. Next, we are moving on to the next topic. So we saw what are plants, the parts of plants. Now we are going to see how they are classified into, how they are divided into. So these plants are divided into herbs, shrubs and trees. Herbs, shrubs and trees. So herbs means they are green and tender. So they are these herbs. So plants are divided into three groups. First we are going to see the herbs around. So herbs means what? They will be green in color. That plant itself will be green in color and it will be very tender. So tender means it will be very soft. When you touch it, it will break off. So soft it will be. It will be greenish and tender. Then these herbs will be very short. It will be in short size. It won't be very tall like trees. Not. It will be small in size and no branches will be present. Only a single stem will be present. The side branches are not won't be present. It is a very small simple plant. Will be green in color. It will be very soft. So those kinds of plants are known as herbs. Next we are going to see the shrubs. So shrubs branches near the base of the stem. So what happens? All the branches will be present here, but it won't be present on the top of the plant, on the base of the plant, on the lower part of the plant. All the branches will be present. So those type of the plants are known as shrubs. All the branches will be present on the base of the stem. Those types of plants are known as shrubs. So these stem will be hard. It will be very hard. If you touch and see, it will be very hard. But not like trees. Not as thick as trees. So trees, if you see, means it will be very thick and hard. Not compared to that, it will be very not that much thick, but it is hard. So those kind of plants are known as shrubs. Then finally, this is the third part, that is trees. So trees, you know, you would have seen huge trees, the apple trees, all these trees you will see, you would have seen. So how they will be? The trees will be very tall. It won't be very short, not. It will be very tall, very huge and big. And it will be very hard. If you go hug a tree and see, the branches will be very hard. It will be very rough. So it is very hard and thick stem. That the stem will be very broad also, and it will be very tall and hard and thick. And the branches in the upper tree. So if you take a tree, the stem will be present on the upper parts itself. All the branches will be present. So branches are present on the upper part itself. Whereas if you see in shrubs, all the branches are present in the lower part. Whereas if you see trees, all the branches are present on the upper part itself. So these are the three types of plants. So plants are classified into three types. So now I am going to give you a recap from the first. You will see from the first what we saw are the parts of a plant. So what are the parts present in a plant? The stem will be present in the center and leaves will be present. The flowers are present, and here you can see the apical bud, the axillary bud, the fruit, flower, leaves, stem and finally fruit. So we saw what are the important functions of each part of the plant. Then we saw how these plants are divided into. They are divided into herbs, shrubs and plants. Sorry, trees. Herbs, shrubs and trees. So how herbs will be green and tender. It will be very short and no branches will be present. And if you see shrubs, what happens? The branches are on the base of the stem. Stem will be hard but not very thick as trees. The third one is trees. It will be very tall. It is very hard and thick stem, and branches will be present on the upper part itself.
In the types of plants, this is the first type, the herbs. So I already told you they are small, green and tender. So herbs are very small plants and green. Example, coriander leaves, spinach and mint. So these are the examples. So you can see the image now. Like I already told you, branches are not present. It is very small and soft and tender, and it is in greenish color. The next type are the shrubs. So you can see the images of cotton plant, rose plants. So rose and all you will have at home. It is very common to be seen. So that is also a shrub, and mum's plants. You can see all these photos. So these shrubs, what they will do, they will have the branches on the base of the stem and they grow near to the ground. They are woody and thin. So they do not have a main trunk. So trunk are usually present only in trees. It will be very huge. You would have seen the large trunks. If you go and hug, means you can't even cover all the tree. So much big it will be. But if you see these shrubs and herbs and all, it is very small. So that is what they are, smaller than trees. So that is what they have said here. So now you can see all the images in the photo. This is a picture of a tree. So in the center you can find a huge trunk and all the branches are present on the upper part of the trunk, that is the stem, and the roots are present. So for example, trees, you can say apple tree, orange tree, banyan tree. So a lot of number of trees are present under the examples of trees.
Now we are going to see the important parts, that is the stem, about the leaf and about the roots. So these three parts we are going to see in detail. What are the functions? We are going to do activity for each of the part and learn their functions. So we will see first the stem. What happens? You take a vessel or a beaker and pour water into it and add ink. Any ink, it may be blue or it may be red. So if you pour the ink and place the plant and you leave it for overnight, what happens is on the veins of the leaves, on the leaves you can see reddish or bluish color in it. So from this experiment, what we learn is we pour ink inside the water, how it is being traveled to the leaf. So you have to think how means I already told you what stem does. It is like a tube. What it will do, if you pour a water to, what you do usually after planting a tree, after planting a plant, you will pour the water. What happens? The root absorbs and it will let through the stem. Stem, what it will do? It will transport to the leaves. So that is only the function of the stem. So like a tube, only it is functioning. When we pour ink water and place the plant, what happens? It sucks the blue ink or red ink and it will pass through the leaf. So that is why we can see the color of the ink on the leaves. So if you want, you can try this at home and you can tell me if there is any change. You can take pictures and also show me. Next, what I have written here, stem helps in the upward movement. So I already told you upward movement. So moving upwards. So what happens? Stem helps in the upward movement. Water and minerals go to the leaves through stem. So what happens? All the water from the roots passes through the stem and then on it will travel to all the leaves. So that is the overall idea of stem. So now you know what is the main function of the stem. Why a stem is present in a plant. Next we will move on to the leaves. So this is a leaf. So you would have seen leaves. you would have taken and see. Sometimes you would have plucked and played with it and all. So if if you get a chance to take a leaf and see, just take a close look of it. So usually what happens, a small branch like part will be present, so that is called as the petiole. So that is called as the petiole. And in the leaf itself, in the center, you will find a thick structure, thick stick-like structure. So that is only called as midrib. Midrib. Okay. Then what happens in the midrib? Small lines of it, like it will go like branches. It will be just going like branches. So that is called as veins. So from the midrib, small branches will go. That is called as veins. And the tip of the leaf is called as tip. So now I am going to show you a real leaf. If you see the leaf, what happens in the center? The center thick stick is called as the midrib, and here you can find the petiole, and this is the tip of the leaf, and small veins will go, so that is called as the veins. So these are the parts of a leaf. So what happens when designs are made in the veins? So in this leaf itself you can find certain patterns in the leaves. So that design, that in each leaf the designs will vary. In each plant different types of designs will be there. So that designing of veins is called as venation. That designing of veins is called as venation. So this venation has two types. One is reticulate venation and other one is parallel venation. Reticulate venation and parallel venation. So reticulate venation means on the both sides net like, so you would have seen the net, all the fishing net and the nets inside in your house and all. So when the veins are present like those net, that is called as reticulate venation. Then parallel venation, when you have lines like this, parallel lines, straight lines on the both sides, it will be parallel, it will be same. So that type of design is called as parallel venation. So hereafter, if you get a chance to see a leaf, go take the leaf and see what type of venation is there. Where is the midrib? Whether you can find the tip of the leaf, whether the petiole is present. So you should see all these things and learn. Okay. So these are the things about the leaf. Now we are going to see about the roots. So this is an activity. What happens? You take two pots. One with the root. We fix it in the soil and we keep it. And another plant, only the plant is kept. We are cutting off the roots and keeping the plant alone. So what happens? We water the plant and we leave it for some days. What happens? The A plant, the plant with the roots will grow. Whereas if you see the plant without root, the B plant, what happens? It does not grow. So why it does not grow? Both are in the soil. For both the plants we are watering. Why is it not growing? So you should think about it. Why is it not growing? Because the roots only will absorb the nutrients. So you eat food, you get nutrients like that. The nutrients, some nutrients will be present in the soil, and we drink water. Like that, plants also need water to drink. So we water the plant. The nutrients and the water will get absorbed here. It will suck like a straw. It will suck the nutrients and water, and it will supply to all the leaves. So this is only the main part of getting nutrients and water. What happens if we cut this root and place? What happens? Now, no functioning takes place. It will be like that only. If you don't get food, what happens? We cannot eat. We will be like that itself. We won't grow. So like that only. These fruits are very important. They help in absorption. So, the functions are absorption of water and minerals. So, water and minerals are being absorbed by the roots only. And fixation, to fix the plant. When heavy wind comes, what fixes the soil and the plant? The root only. If the roots are very weak, what happens? The whole plant will fall off. That only anchorages, that only keeps strong to the surface. So these are the important functions of the root. So we saw about stem, leaf and root. Now I am giving a recap again. Listen children. So in the stem we saw an activity. You take a beaker or any vessel, you pour water and ink and you place it overnight in a plant. What happens? The plant will change into bluish or reddish color. Why? Because the ink is being absorbed through the stem and transported to the leaves. So that is why it has been turned into blue and red. Stem helps in upward movement and water and minerals go to the leaves through the stem only. So we saw the parts of the leaf, the petiole is present, the midrib is present and veins will be present. Small branches from the midrib is called as veins and the tip is present. So these are the parts of the leaf, and when the designs are present in the veins, it is called as venation. So venation is of two types, reticulate venation and parallel venation. So reticulate venation means design will be present on both the sides. So that is only it's called as reticulate venation. It will be net-like designs on both the sides. If the designs are parallel on both the sides, the lines are parallel same, then it is called as parallel venation. The veins will be parallel to each other. So that is called as parallel venation. Next we are moving on to roots. This is an activity. We take two parts of plants, one with the root and one without the root, A and B. So we water the plants regularly. What happens? The plant with the roots grow faster, but the plant without the root does not grow. Why? Means the roots only fixes the plant to the soil and it absorbs all the nutrients and water to the entire plant. When that root is cut off, no growth takes place. The plant does not get any food for growth. So what happens? Root is very important. So this is an important function of root. So the functions of root are absorption of water and minerals. It absorbs the water and minerals from the root, and fixation. It fixes the soil and the plant. So this is an important function of root.
Now you can see the parts for plant. So I already drew on the board and explained all the parts. Now you have to draw this diagram in a sheet of paper and mark all the parts neatly. Take a picture and send it in the WhatsApp group.
Now I am going to show you how to draw all these veins and midrib of the leaf. Now you take a single leaf and place it under the single sheet of paper and press it. Take a pencil and shade it like this. So now you can find the veins, the midrib and the tip of the leaf. So you should press the leaf like this and shade it over it. You can take any leaf that you want and you can shade it like this. So see children, the tip of the leaf is seen, the midrib you can see in the center and veins are present, and here you can see the petiole. So you should try this at home and take a picture and send it in your group. Now I am going to mark the parts. So this is the petiole and here is the midrib. Here you can find the veins and this is the tip of the leaf. So you should shade the leaf like this and mark all the parts, take a picture and send it in your WhatsApp group.